Ladies and gentlemen, episode 6. Thanks for joining us. If you watched 1 through 5, we appreciate it. If you haven't, fuck are you doing? You have all the time in the world. Get to it.
You're literally sitting at home.
You're literally sitting at home.
There's no excuse.
If you're one lucky son of a bitch, unfortunately some of us have to go to work.
Hi, my name's Matt.
Hi, Matt. I'm Justin.
Alex, too.
We all have to go to work,
Still
I think,
gotta go
for the
to
most
work.
part. Yeah.
And I'm telling you,
Who are these lucky son of a... Teachers? And who else?
Yeah.
Don't put your hands down. It's embarrassing that half the room is still sitting on their butts at home.
Dude,
Well, she can go to work, technically.
Dude, I'm telling you.
You
They
can do
just
Etsy
closed.
stuff.
Well, yeah, but my actual full-time job.
All right. She's far away from the microphone. It's okay.
Everyone, welcome to today's special guest. Hi, Steph.
Hi.
Matt, what are you drinking?
Me? I'm drinking.
Give me another one of those heartfelt, touchy stories.
It's literally not. I went there once. I liked it. Saw it in the liquor store. Had to go get it. Forgotten Boardwalk Brewing Company. It's their Imperial Stout.
Cool.
That's it.
What's
That's
the
it.
can look like? It looks
Dude,
is there
dude, first of all, guys, this is a nice can.
Beautiful.
Trump hands. Trump
Beautiful.
hands.
Beautiful.
Everyone in the
Beautiful.
room, Trump hands.
Perk
It's a-
them lips.
It's the nicest can. Everybody thinks
No,
so.
it's actually, I even walked in and Alex was like, yo, that's a nice can, bro.
I mean,
Simple.
he comes
It's a
in
simple
holding a lot
can.
of nice things, but that's one of the nicer ones.
Thanks once again for listening, Mom.
Dre, you Ukrainian son of a gun.
Dre's
What are you
just playing,
drinking?
yo, Dre's just playing with fire at this point.
He's just like, it's got alcohol in it. Just give it to me.
So,
He just
in
wants to hate. That's what he
continuing
wants.
on with our coronavirus theme here. Last week I had Corona. This week I have the Chinese beer Tsing Tao in honor of the coronavirus originating in Wuhan, China. We have some Tsing Tao beer here.
Shout out to Wuhan, the reason why I can't go to the bar.
Wait,
and
where's
drink
this
anymore.
from? This is from...
Damn.
This is from Qingdao, China. So not Wuhan. So, you know.
I don't know the demographics.
Should be
of the
alright.
full of the
You're not, keeping
geography.
up with,
Yeah, right.
you're not keeping up with China news?
No, I'm not.
Come on, my
Should
guy.
be fine, but yeah.
Fox
Shout out-
News, dude. I don't
shout
get
out-
all the right information all the right
True,
times.
true.
Shout out to Tsing Tao.
Cool. It seems like you have something near you, but it's not your usual beverage.
Wait,
Cut.
that's not Jameson.
Kyle, you wanna do this one with me? Today we got
Oh, Bash Brothers over here.
Bash
Double
Brothers.
team.
God.
Me and
Oh my
Kyle are
God.
both drinking Bavarian blueberry mead from Melvino Meadery. Where's this place out of? Box Hill.
Melvino Meadery in Vauxhall, New
Melvino?
Jersey. They do all their own meads.
There it is.
Most meaderies, they make it in bulk and then they flavor it after the fact, and
Right,
everything
right.
kind of starts to taste like the same palate. These guys do one run per mead, so the flavors are just so much more intense.
We went the other day.
Blueberry mead?
I'm
Blueberry-
I'm
dude, they had-
drinking
they
sorry
have
not.
fucking delicious.
I'm drinking sorry not sorry. It's a chocolate covered
still-
raspberry.
I'm
mead.
Oh, you switched it up. I thought
I
you were.
did
I
switch
thought
it
we were
up.
both going with the blueberry.
Yeah, I didn't. Screw you. I
I'm
didn't tell you.
dude,
myself.
I'm still beating myself up. I didn't go on something.
Dude, so we went there and then
Delicious.
first of all, we show up to the location. We're like, oh, it's a strip mall, so it's probably one of these stores, right? See a Subway, we see a hair cuttery, and then Kyle's like, no, it's the next road. But there was no next road. There was just the back of the strip mall. So we went around the back of the strip mall thinking we were lost, and all of a sudden there's a little black door with a mailbox, and it had just a little 6x6 inch sign, and we're like, I think this is it. Dude, we went in there, super modern, cool, dim lights, all the hanging lights. We had flights of different meads. We got a tour by one of the owners there.
See, that's
It was awesome.
those
And you missed out,
No,
Matt.
I know.
They
I
also,
did.
for
I
Matt,
missed
I know
out.
you're a fan. They have done a combination IPA style mead with
Alright,
Cypress
you know
Brewing.
what? Just spit in my face after you kick me on the ground.
Easy. That's how you get coronavirus. No spitting.
I
Steph,
thought-
you drinking water?
But if I wash my hands, I
Yeah.
should be okay.
And I am not drinking anything.
What's that?
Because.
You scared to drink?
I mean,
He's
there's
scared to
plenty
take your
choose
mask
from.
off?
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, Justin's currently recording this with a mask.
Yeah. And I didn't shave again. So up yours.
So it looks
Kyle.
nice, though. The beer's on
No.
I was about to say, honestly, dude, that's a good line.
I'm happy
That's a
that
really
beard's
nice
back.
line for you.
Oh, great. I'm glad you appreciate that. Matt's on this real positive energy thing, him and his fiance. Try to boost my spirits right
Dude,
now.
I'm trying to stay
Yeah.
as positive as possible. Me and my fiance overheard that someone canceled their wedding over the next couple weeks.
I heard
and,
that today at work.
And my fiance just immediately zeroed in, and so did I, because I'm thinking to myself, it's a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of money for
it's
one
scary.
day.
Oh, yeah?
It's funny, we sent out the invitations on Tuesday, and we got like on Wednesday and Thursday, we found out that like multiple people we know have canceled weddings and had to reschedule them.
A friend of ours had a 24-hour honeymoon.
Dude, I'm telling you right. Dude,
I went to their wedding. They literally took off, and within like I think it was like 6 hours or something. They got
turned
called
right
back.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
6 hours later,
back
they
on
just
the
started
plane.
trying to figure out how to get off the island.
Matt's honeymoon's Italy. you
dude,
know.
I'm telling you right now.
That's probably not
I want to add some epic music on like further episodes on Honeymoon Watch 2020 because we brought it.
Oh,
up.
Honeymoon
I'll do
Watch
it.
2020.
I'll do it.
Like I want like that newsletter like thing dun, 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 like you hear the person clicking on the typetoday like
Today.
Well, my
and
mom said that yesterday a family down in Lakewood tried to continue to have their wedding, and it was an over 500-person wedding,
Yeah.
and it had to be shut down by the cops yesterday.
Yeah, I can.
Because they still tried to go through with the
Rightfully
wedding.
so.
I mean, I've been to a
Absolutely.
couple of ragers where they get
Continue
shut down
through
by
it.
cops.
Now
but-
don't get me wrong here.
Nothing
Like
like
if
that.
if everyone clicks
Shut
they're going, and everyone brings the +1 that like if we gave you a +1, you bring your +1. We're at around 200. So even if this event were to happen, I think it's still under
Well-
Murphy's like under 249.
Let me.
people.
No,
Let me-
they
Oh,
changed
now
it.
it's
Well, first of all,
They
yeah, it's
changed
50
it to
people.
50.
Oh, well,
But
never
what
mind.
if you just buy a couple hazmat suits for everyone? I mean, you have time.
Okay, so instead of
Cut back on the
Yeah.
chocolate fondue.
take it
and just
away from
buy
all
a
the medical
couple.
workers.
It's a good idea. We don't actually have that for the wedding yet.
No, take
fine,
chocolate fondue out
No.
for hazmat suits.
Just not
I
that
can't
gross
have it
ass
anyway,
Golden
doesn't it?
Corral.
Could you
fondue.
imagine just walking into the church and there's just someone from the church who's like, "Welcome, here's your hazmat suit. Welcome, here's your hazmat suit."
We got a 2319.
They got Lysol spray and.
And then I'm just gonna stick socks on
Instead of-
everybody.
so you know-
they
Instead of
have
the incense.
2319.
So, oh my god! So yeah, the priest as he walks around with that like random candle that like shoots like smoke and stuff. It's just actually Febreze.
Well, then he's got the can with the holy water. And he's whipping it, but it ain't holy water this time. It's hand sanitizer.
Well, all I want to know is how the hell did he get some?
Oh yeah. The church has got the in for the
That's
hand
what it is.
sanitizer.
Oh my god!
So I feel like we'll start this one off a little bit different, only because I don't know if anybody
Why,
out there doesn't know.
did
but
something weird happen with
sports
soccer?
Are
Nope.
kind of canceled
No, it's
/
not.
suspended as of right now. So
Oh,
we'll dive into breweries or distilleries that you would recommend to someone out there when all this eventually fucking blows over. Matt, kick it off.
I mean, definitely. I mean, if we're talking distilleries, Asbury Distilling Company, Asbury Park, really nice. It's right on the waterfront. It's really, really, really nice. What's always funny is Dre and I had the story where so you're not allowed to go in until you take the tour.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take the tour, which is literally one person's like, "Oh, is this your first time here?" You go, "Yeah." They walk you over to a window. They show you everything, and then
Like,
they're
this is where the grains are, this is where the meat is, this is where that is. They put that in that, boil it, goes there. Cool. Tour's over. There's the bar.
"There's the
And I'm
bar."
like, thank you. That was 45 seconds.
The best 45 seconds of
Yeah.
my
Now,
life.
is that a loophole? So they
That
can-
is legally
Yeah.
required. You cannot serve alcohol to people who are not there for a tour.
So you have to take
It's
the
like
tour
you
by
have to
legal
take the
standards.
tour.
how do I drink it if I don't know what it is, Justin?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on
Do
now.
you walk into
Is this your first time ever going somewhere where somebody handed you something and you were like, "Fuck it," and then just pound it back?
I wish I could
Yes,
say yes, but
because all of us
my
go to
friends are
a
terrible.
rave in the middle of the
First of
desert.
all, I'm letting you know when you're paying, again, a little bit on the expensive side, but when you're paying $13, $14 for a gin and tonic, you want to know what the hell is it. Switch it up. Not a distillery, not a brewery. This is for people like Alex and I who appreciate the finer things in life like wine. Fox Hollow Vineyard. It's in Homedale.
One bottle gag?
One bottle gang.
What vineyard?
Fox Hollow. So it's actually really, really nice. It's a beautiful scenery. It's in Homedale.
There's
It's
a
in-
golf course as well.
It's near a golf
'Cause
course.
I played at a golf course called Fox Hollow.
I mean, I don't know how close it is to it, but I'm
Oh,
telling you right now,
where is it at?
it's in Homedale.
You said that already, Justin.
I was just trying to get it reiterated for the listeners.
Oh, definitely a local brewing company that I think is a lot of fun, especially during the summer. I've had the opportunity to go plenty of times. Source Brewing Company in Colts Neck. It's a lot of fun. It's really beautiful. And if you're looking a little bit outside the state of New Jersey, if you ever end up, further northeast in Boston, Harpoon Brewing Company does an amazing tour.
Been there.
A lot of fun. the best hot pretzels I've ever had in my entire life. You can get hot pretzels.
Beer,
You got me at the hot
pretzels.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
what
yo,
it's about.
but it's that X factor. It's that X factor that gets you through the door, man. And for me,
Beer
I'm a
gets me through the door.
No, beer.
The pretzels are extra.
Guy doesn't even say the full word beer. Just says
Burr.
and you're just like, I'm in.
Burr.
What do you got? Something with alcohol in it? I'm
No,
in.
but
Burr.
but honestly, like it's one of everything. But honestly, if you ever have the opportunity, take your significant other, go to Fox Hollow Vineyard if you like wine. Really good stuff.
Cool.
Or go with your bros.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, because there's nothing like a bro day at the vineyard.
Hell yeah. What?
What?
Not gay.
Are you
Not gay.
As
serious?
soon as this blows over, we're
Are
going.
you kidding me?
What's wrong with that?
We're gonna
Yeah.
go get cheesesteaks and then we're gonna go get one
It's
drunk.
like the
Friends
the
listen to
donuts
Endless Love in
equivalent
the
of
Dark.
going to Chuck E. Cheese's. Just saying.
A little less 16
Oh,
candles.
you shave. Nice shave. We'll get into Chuck E. Cheese, no problem.
I don't want to go there.
Dre, give me some breweries to go to or something.
right.
You got something on
So
your sleeve.
locally, I've been a fan of this place for a long, long time. Been going there for years.
Liar.
It's Harvest Moon in New
Oh, yeah.
Brunswick.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
It's more of like a restaurant, but they brew their beer in house. They don't really bottle it. You can't buy it in cans. You can only really get it there, but they do brew it in house. And they have like 4 or 5 beers on tap usually. Sometimes they rotate in like an outside guest beer, which is cool. I know the bartender's there. It's a super nice spot.
Who's
so.
the guy? Who's the guy you always go to?
Rico. Rico's my homie. Shout out to Rico.
I'm assuming this guy lives there.
He's the fucking best guy. So yeah, I've been going there for years. Great beer, great vibe. I love it. And then a brewery outside of New Jersey that I enjoy is Fatheads in Pittsburgh. I studied there in school for a couple years, and right on East Carson there's a bar called Fatheads. Kind of the same deal. They brew their own beer in house, although this place does bottle and sell it, so you can buy like a 4 or 6 pack there. And Fatheads has some really good beer. One of my favorites is the honey blueberry. I think it's called Bumbleberry. Delicious, delicious beer. So those are my 2 shout outs to breweries.
I'm really excited to go try out that one in Pittsburgh when
Yes.
you and I do our trip.
Yeah, we're planning, in August, hopefully all this blows over, but in
Fingers-
August,
Fingers crossed, everybody.
we're planning to go see the Red Bull 2 play the Pittsburgh Riverhounds in Pittsburgh, and hopefully we can stop by Fatheads when we're there.
Nice. Alex,
Yes, sir.
don't say the Jameson factor. Please don't say the Jameson factor.
No.
Although if you go to Ireland, you have like
Gotta go.
There's 2 things you do in Ireland: Guinness Factory and.
I don't have to bring it up. I could bring it up, but I decided not to. No, I went with, no one can go to it right now because there's travel bans, but in Puerto Rico there's a really good brewery called Ocean Labs in Isla Verde. It's about like 10 minutes from San Juan where most...
Say it again.
Isla Verde.
Yep, I'm good for the night, guys.
Okay,
Have a
gotta
good
go.
What's that?
You're out of toilet paper. Out of toilet paper.
You ever see that 70s show and Fez just randomly, whenever Donna or Jackie do anything kind of sexual, you just see Fez go, I need to leave the room.
I think he just filled the cup.
Anyway, Ocean Labs Brewery in Puerto Rico, dude, it's like where you see, have you seen those like commercials, travel to Puerto Rico, and it's like with the girls close up walking on the
With
beach,
the waterfalls and
with the
stuff?
waterfalls and the pools and the hot tubs and the beach, like crystal clear water. It was shot there, basically. This is a brewery right on the beach, has a private like beach section to it, multiple pools, multiple bars, has a stage where like Steve Aoki's played.
That's badass.
Dude,
Round
it's
trip, only
insane.
$55 right now.
Let's
go!
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's my family loves
First
hanging
class.
out when we go.
$55.
But
Well, of course your family loves going.
don't worry about that part. But no, dude, they have incredible beers that even I drink, and I'm not a beer person, but they have fruity beers, lagers. I don't know that
You name it, they got it.
that thing that you're drinking. What is that? Stouts,
Oh yeah, no, an
Ales.
Imperial Stout, yeah.
imperial stouts. They have it all, man. But once all this this cloud of Corona clears up, I definitely recommend taking a flight out there, guys.
Say no more. Kyle.
I literally just booked my trip for $55.
I saw you crunching on your laptop over there. I'm like, what is he doing?
So I'm gonna start with one in New Jersey. It's more of like kind of like the one Dre said. It's more of a microbrewery, and they have like a restaurant and house and everything. JJ Bidding Brewing in Woodbridge.
yeah.
All their beers are in house. Everything they have is delicious. I had a German style beer last time I went there. So good. They, I believe, also have bottling and takeout. Second one I'm going to go with is in Allentown, Pennsylvania. It's not a brewery, but a meadery. Again, you see the
The theme.
See the pattern here.
We like meat in this house.
Yeah, Allentown, Pennsylvania, Colony Meadery. It's also one of the better meaderies in the area. They do like growler takeout, everything you'd expect from a brewery. They don't have
Growler of mead.
yeah.
That sounds dangerous.
They don't have much in the
Sounds
way
like a
of
fun
food,
ride
but
home. 'Cause
Well,
it's
I mean,
so
every
far.
mead they make is delicious.
Yeah, but they're not asking you to go out and like drink the entire thing in one sitting.
They're not asking
You're going
me.
to, though.
They're not asking me, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to.
And I guess it's typical of meaderies. It's also in a location that makes you wonder. It's like you're driving through a warehouse district and you're going, what the hell? Then all of a sudden there's just a tiny little Colony Meadery
But
sign.
those are.
Yeah.
Does that beat the strip mall back alley
but
we
you
had to
know
find
what?
to go to the other one?
I'm telling you right now, though, those are the best places. The
Oh,
ones
absolutely.
where
Hands
like
down,
you
hands
have to
down.
like you're driving through. Like if you've ever traveled to Cypress Brewing Company, you're literally traveling through construction like
No, like, it's
abandonment.
like in industrial warehouses and stuff, and then a
You
brewery.
think you're lost, and then out of nowhere, there's a small little sign that just says.
I can always find it by the food truck out front. There's always a food
Oh,
truck
yeah,
out
there
front.
is.
So you're gonna
Always a
you're
food
gonna
truck
pull
out
in this
front.
parking lot, drive around the back, drive till you're uncomfortable, then keep driving.
Keep going, just a little.
You gotta get to that uncomfortable feeling. Then you know you're there.
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
blackout
when your
doors.
stomach's in your asshole, you're in the right spot.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna pick out a little spot when we went on a road trip, Portland, Oregon. Ecliptic Brewing. It was pretty good.
So good.
So good. Good people, good vibe, good food.
Dude, it was too funny. We had the conversation like the best thing was we had our waitress, because it's not like a usual bar. Like you actually have to sit at a table and a waitress comes to you.
She was cute.
Every girl's cute too.
The funniest thing though, she has this heavy Southern accent. And
That's
our
why.
one friend Columbus,
No.
our one friend Columbus who came with us, his name is also Matt, we just call him Columbus. He literally is like, so where are you from with that Southern accent? And she goes, I'm from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Yeah.
How do you find someone all the way from New Jersey in Portland when a bunch of people from New Jersey are also traveling to Portland?
I'd make a hard argument. Like at least 50% of the people
But
that
did she
are on the
sound like
West
she was
Coast
from
right
there?
now are from the East Coast originally, and they all just moved there.
I'd say that's probably about
Yeah,
fair.
her
Like
exact.
when I go to Hawaii, it's like, oh yeah, we moved from like Portland or we moved from California. So all the people from West Coast moved to Hawaii, and then all the East Coasters moved to West Coast.
Yeah.
So all the population still balanced
And then
out.
everybody else
where do
just
the
kind of
Hawaiians
shifted
go?
up.
They're still there.
Still there.
I'm in the that's what they were.
Japan, Korea,
New Zealand,
Philippines.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just the big thing I want to add to this before we move on to the next thing. With everything going on with coronavirus right now, a lot of local breweries right now are having a problem because they make their profit on having people come into their tap rooms and enjoy their beer. So the biggest thing right now is we have to support our local brewing companies right now more than ever because they're desperate for business because they need to keep their doors. They need to be able to pay for the lights after all this is said and done. If you enjoy a local brew, spend the extra few dollars, make the trip, drive to the brewery, and buy 4 or 6 packs, whatever they offer, growlers, whatever they offer.
Call
buy
them up, ask.
I was
Even
about
if you're
to
going to
say,
get
they're
a
always
business
down to
card and
continue
use it
to
later,
serve.
anything.
I was
Gift
about to
card,
say
gift
gift
cards.
card. I was about to say like right now Departed Soul. So everyone in here loves Departed Souls Brewing Company. They're selling gift cards. You know, they're keeping their business hours open a little bit extra so that people can come in and buy 4 packs. It's hard to buy. It's really anything at all. Support your local brewing companies. Yingling's gonna be fine after all this. PBR is gonna be fine after all this. Coors Light's
PBR
gonna
better
be
be fine. We had that scare last year.
Oh, we did. You're right.
That's why we have a shed full of PBR from the last time Kyle stocked up.
Corona.
Don't tell
we'll
them
see how
about
this
my
plays
shed.
out for them.
Corona
But I think
apparently
everybody
Dre's
else.
the only one
Someone
supporting
burned
Corona.
down my shed.
So I don't know about the other brewing companies, but where we were on Sunday, the
If you're gonna input,
Sorry,
you gotta step up. And
the
get close to that mic.
Malvino meadery where we were at this weekend, they actually just posted that they are doing pickups, so you can order over the phone and just come in and literally only pick up. So that way you don't have to have any contact with any of them. You can still support them.
You can
and
go out of the
can
house
get-
dressed like Justin and pick up your
Yeah.
beer without touching people.
Yeah. Or go in your pajamas and pick it up and then come home and drink it. So I don't know what other companies are doing, but that's what they're doing, and I'm sure a lot of others are following the same suit, so that way they can still get their their product out to you guys.
That's
Pay the
it.
bills, man.
But
Pay
that's
the
it. I
bills.
was about to say, help your local brewing companies because right now is a big do or die for them. what's going on right now, we don't know how long this is. So we're like currently in like what, our first or second week of the whole coronavirus where it's kind of shutting down everything.
It could have been 3 hours. It could have been 5 months. I don't know.
I lost track.
I lost count.
So the thing about it is you look at it.
That's what happens when you don't have soccer.
For some,
That fixes your schedule. So
Yeah,
you know
soccer, you don't know how
something's
time works anymore.
dude, are you joking, dude? This weekend, my fiance is like, oh my god, we can spend time and watch movies and hang out together. I'm sitting
sorry.
here like, crap, I don't have soccer to be like deflect some of that. Like,
You're like, sorry, babe, they're gonna play the rematch of that one time that Man
What are you doing?
beat
I'm watching a
Bayern
game
and
from
I gotta watch.
1989. Leave me alone.
oh my god, I literally had to I'm bringing up highlights of games. Are you joking? Like,
I was watching baseball's best moments, or like best
yeah.
emotional moments, or
Yeah.
like best retiring moments or stuff.
I watched a replay of a Devils-Rangers game where the Devils lost. Just because I miss hockey.
God, I love you.
Even if we're losing,
Thanks,
it's something.
dude.
I watched marble racing on Facebook. It got to that point.
Marble race.
Have you
I saw
seen
that.
marble
I saw
racing?
Betting yet?
that.
Have you seen that?
I have.
so actually,
I thought the blue.
It's
one-
entertaining.
I thought
It
the, I
is.
thought
So-
the blue one was gonna win.
So to transition actually into our next segment, we actually have a couple fan questions to ask that some people did reach out to us about, which by the way, thank you so
Thank
very
you,
much.
fans.
Thank you. We have people who actually
We know who
listen
you
to us.
are. We're gonna hook you up next time one of us sees you.
So the first question is from Anna. Her name is Anna. She is someone who's a friend of most of the people in this podcast, and we see her a lot at Red Bull tailgates. So
Yep.
thank you, Anna, for listening.
Thank you.
Her question was, how are you guys dealing with the virus? What are you keeping yourselves occupied with? So I'll go last, and we'll go around the turn. So Dre, what are you doing?
Matt's gonna go last. He's got a really cute one.
No, I don't.
No, that's exactly why I was going
got
last.
it.
Got a cute little story.
I probably have the most boring one of it all. I mean, go ahead.
okay.
I'm watching a lot of Trailer Park Boys on Netflix.
Okay.
In addition to that, since I went to film school, I'm starting to just watch a bunch of old ass movies like I did back in the day, talking some black and white shit from Italy in 1940, like
Oh,
that
you're
kind
going.
of
You're
shit.
going
So I'm doing that.
out there.
And then also I found out recently that the Bundesliga, or I don't know if it was the Bundesliga channel or some other like German soccer channel, they released 11 classic full length matches throughout like the Bundesliga's history. Some of them are from the 80s or 90s, but these are all like classic rivalry matches or like high scoring games or some really cool classic matches. So yeah, I'm watching some of those. And if you guys want to check it out, since there's no soccer right now, I'll post those in the show notes so you guys can check those out as well.
So Alex, what are you doing?
Honestly, catching up on work. A lot of my freelance work that
Oh,
I've been putting off to the side.
so you're one of the few people in this circle who actually have to go to work and do work.
Well, no.
and-
I'm saying like in general. Well, hold on. Yeah, I'm still working my 9 to 5.
Yeah, right.
But now that I have nothing else to watch when I get home, I'm literally just continuing to work or every now and then I'll turn the game system on, play a couple video games to kill some time. But other than that, just drinking with Kyle.
Speaking of drinking with Kyle,
Doing what we're doing right now.
Kyle, is that what you're doing? Are you catching up on drinking
I,
that you weren't catching up on before?
Mostly.
We literally just came from a meadery.
I found out I've been watching a lot of there's an MLS channel on Pluto TV for free that just replays games nonstop.
I saw that today.
I've
You
been
gotta send that to me.
I've been watching some of that. I found out this weekend I'll have some stuff to do. Liga MX is still playing, and there's an Australian soccer league that's still playing.
I saw
If you wanna wake up
memes.
if you want to wake up at 2 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday and Sunday, the
Listen,
Austrian.
there's money to be made.
I
Just let you know.
Just don't go to sleep.
Yeah.
But no, but without soccer, I've just been I've been playing way too much World of Warcraft.
That's not a bad thing.
Don't look at me.
That's arguable.
Don't look
No,
at me.
that's not a bad thing. I'm telling you right now.
Alex.
I'm also playing
That's
World of Warcraft.
that's not a bad. That's not a bad
No,
thing.
it's not.
I just
I'm
finished watching
We just played
Dracula
too
on
much.
Netflix.
There you go, Steph. You're in the circle. What are you doing to
gotta
deal
move up,
with?
though.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Okay.
please move up. You're way too comfortable.
So I have an Etsy shop, and I've been trying to get more stuff
Plug,
onto my Etsy shop.
plug.
It's called Purple People Designs.
They say it again, we were all talking.
So it's called Purple People Designs. I do hair bows and pin boards and headbands, mostly Disney stuff, but I do also have anime, superheroes, and some other stuff. So I just recently reopened my shop, and I'm doing 15% off sale this week. And I'm hopefully going to, now that I'm home from my full-time job, add more stuff on there this upcoming week.
And when
so.
you use promo code Corona20,
No, there's no promo code for this sale. It's already on everything.
I'm sorry.
so-
I'm sorry.
Think about that for the next time you
I
get
was about to
plugged.
say,
Yeah,
Just get a
true.
promo
It
code
was-
ready.
It
Let's
was,
do it.
it was sitting there lined up, and I had to take it.
The promo code's posted by.
And we'll support you. We'll put that link in the
I was
show
about to
notes
say
as
we're
well
gonna
for you
post
guys.
that in. We're gonna put it up on our social media because
Yeah,
we're
definitely
all,
check it out.
because we are all about supporting
Well,
our
she
local
busts her
businesses.
ass, and they
I was
look
about to
awesome
say.
too. So
I was about to
Justin.
say they look so dope.
And it's usually while you guys are recording, so.
yeah.
There you go. There you go.
What am I doing?
Justin,
Ju-
what are you doing?
Justin, what are you doing?
What are you doing to
Hold on,
keep
what are you
yourself
doing, Justin?
What are you doing,
preoccupied?
Justin?
What
Besides-
are you doing?
Besides bathing in hand sanitizer, which is
Yeah,
what
dude,
we
you've
all-
gone through half that bottle.
Justin's
since you've
actually
been
sitting here in a vat of hand
One bottle
sanitizer
gang.
currently.
No,
He's putting the term.
I don't have a bottle of hand sanitizer to even
Justin-
label it like that.
Justin does.
I have 4 in the car
What?
on each door.
Guess
Justin-
you're not going home tonight.
Justin
We're
just
robbing
sits-
Justin.
We're robbing Justin.
Justin just sits there as he's driving and just rubs it on his skin like, this is good. This is
Die, yeah, nice. What are you doing, man?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I wish to
Working
be
and then
cleansed.
tearing apart my house because I'm moving soon, so everything's getting boxed up.
No,
and
where you
shipped up.
going?
South Jersey
No, we're not like leaving us though.
There's nothing there.
for now.
We're in South Jersey.
Thanks, Trey. I'm aware.
We're in South Jersey.
Barnegat, right on the water.
Justin literally reached out to me. He's like, I can't move here.
I was
It
gonna,
sucks.
I was
So I'm
gonna,
like-
I was gonna say like my girlfriend's from South Jersey and it's kind of cool, but then that
It's
just
cool to, like,
well,
go
no,
down
then,
there for
then,
a
then
weekend,
I realized
but
I'd
not
just
to
be
live
lying
there.
to
Yeah.
you. I'd just be lying to you.
Well, I
It's
appreciate it.
pretty fucking boring down there, my
Better
god.
than North Jersey.
But it's
I'm
cheaper.
taking sides. I'm doing it.
Better than North Jersey.
Yeah, I'm taking sides.
Well,
I'm
it's
sorry,
fun. We
everybody.
of course you can say that we live in Central Jersey.
It exists.
Oh,
people.
God.
We live in the best part of New Jersey.
Jersey
There's an argument
ever.
there.
Central Jersey.
Nah, but hey,
It's a thing.
you're gonna have fun and you're gonna stay close to us.
Yeah, I figured I'm just probably gonna buy like a really nice like 2-door sports car, so I could do like $120 up here.
Hell
You
yeah.
should get a Miata. They're pretty cheap.
I was gonna say get a
You should get a Miata.
or get like
No,
a
he
used
doesn't like
used
Kias.
Z3, Z4.
Justin looks like Kias.
No, that's only you.
That's
Anyway.
news to me.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So,
what's
Way to break
coming
your
up
heart.
there?
so for me, what I've been doing to stay busy,
Oh, I
preoccupied,
forgot.
and all this stuff. So, I'm actually more busy than ever because I happen to co-own a commercial cleaning business
Yeah, how's that going?
where from 6
So
a.m.
you guys are hoarding the sanitizer.
Yo, hoarding it, dude. I like how people reach out to me all the time, like, bro, can you get me hand sanitizer? You buy it in bulk. It's like I can't get my hands
Bro,
on it.
just get a bottle and sell it by the gram.
Wasn't there a kid in England that was at his school like selling
Yeah.
spritzes of hand sanitizer? He got suspended.
That's my boy. That's,
Like,
that's,
back
my,
in the
that's
day-
my boy right
back-
there. If I had a kid, that'd be my
back-
kid.
Back in my day, we call that hustling. Now
I
this
used to-
kid's getting
I
suspended.
used to sell gum for like 25 cents.
Right,
a
I'm
piece.
saying that was a hustle.
Skittles,
Nowadays,
Snickers,
yeah,
anything,
whatever
you name
it
it,
is.
dude. I sold it.
And whatever.
So honestly, I'm working from like periodically between 6 a.m. and like 10 p.m. Like companies, like they've been really nice to my company. They're paying us basically almost like double.
Yeah, I
But the
can
thing
imagine.
is they want us to bleach the ceiling like to that point. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot of work. But the other thing is honestly, there's also a lot of companies that also turned around and already closed up shop. So basically, I've been catching up on video games because I don't get to play video games that often. I bought a video game back in like November for Black Friday deals. Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm already like 40% through the game. Why did I just wait until like Sunday to open it up?
Because
Like-
you don't have soccer.
Yeah, the distraction's
That's
not
your
there.
entire
How?
Matt. Your entire life consists around soccer and your fiance.
Yeah, if anybody
Yeah.
should be worried about anybody here, it's
her.
him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
right.
yeah. Oh yeah. Getting to spend my entire weekend with her, that's a huge plus.
That's what I
though.
thought the cute story was gonna be. Sorry, Christina.
Love you, Christina.
Wow.
All right, and the next question comes from Lucas, another really good friend of the group. Lucas, as we
out
like
to
to call
Wait,
him.
Lucas from the group chat?
Lucas
from the group
from
chat.
the group
Oh
chat.
my
The
God.
one, the only,
The one, the
the
only.
one who's
Lucas
quarantined
from the group
currently.
chat.
From
Yeah, I was about to
in
say.
his city.
Yeah, so like shout out to Lucas who's currently stuck in his 4x4 room of an apartment.
Oh,
in
give him some
Hoboken.
credit. It's 4.5.
Okay, I'm sorry, 4.5 by
By
4.5.
That dude, that raises the rent by like $100 a year.
$100
A year, $100 a month, my
A
dude.
week, yeah.
What is your favorite sports movie to watch during the quarantine?
Ooh.
I'll start this one.
Oh, you want to
Yeah.
start this one off?
Yeah.
Go ahead. He's
Or
gonna
if someone takes mine, I'm gonna be pissed. Go.
So overall, Sandlot is my favorite, like
You're-
pastime favorite.
You play like a girl.
But I just watched Moneyball and I really like Moneyball.
Moneyball's
Alright,
great.
That's a
really
good movie.
If Jonah Hill could not be in it, I'd really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
if anybody else.
Jonah Hill was
took
actually
his
pretty good in
character,
that
I
movie.
thought it was
like
alright, but
that was Jonah Hill's like foray into serious acting as opposed to comedic. It was
But
very
like,
good.
there's certain actors who don't
should-
belong in
there's-
serious acting.
He
and-
did it. He did it there, and then
There's-
didn't he do it in fucking Wolf
Didn't he
of Wall
just do-
Street?
Yeah, and then didn't he
Like,
just
those
film?
are serious roles. He was.
Didn't he
good
just film a
role.
mob movie
Wait,
or something
I-
like
Wolf
that? He
of
was
Wall
just in
Street is
another
so
series
I'm-
movie.
comedic, but it was.
I'm
Right, it was
so-
funny,
it was
but
much
it was a
serious
proper
than
I was
yeah.
I was just about to say, wait, Wolf of Wall Street was a serious movie.
His character.
It's not
Had
fucking.
his serious moments when you know.
It's not him carrying beer through a fucking Tide laundry.
First of all, man, if every serious, first of all, if every
Instead,
serious
he's just
movie
doing
was Leo on
Quaaludes.
coke, I'd watch more serious movies.
Yeah, right.
True.
All right. If we're gonna go in the circle, I'll go next. If we're talking funny movie,
That's usually how a circle works, Matt.
if we're talking what?
Back to you in the studio, Bill.
If we're talking funny movie, there is no funnier sports movie than Major Leagues. Charlie Sheen at his prime. Hey, Veghead, does that haircut come with a matching earring? Like, the best movie. But if we're talking serious movie, I'm talking no fun, no whatsoever. It's just a good
No
sports
fun allowed.
movie. No fun
Ever.
allowed. Coach Carter. It's a long
It's a good
movie,
movie.
but
I thought you were gonna
Samuel
say Space Jam, but
was a
Coach
good
Carter's
movie.
good as well.
Space Jam's a good movie.
Space
Space Jam's a good
Jam.
movie.
You took it from me.
No, wait, hold on, I didn't take it. You can
I just
still
didn't
say
want him
it.
to say it because I knew he knew what I was gonna say.
But Coach
As
Carter,
soon as
I
you
mean,
left, that's
I'm
why I
telling you
said
right
it.
now, and this is like really aggressive for me to say because Dre is a huge Samuel L. Jackson fan. I'm also someone who I think that's his best acting role ever was being Coach Carter. That's a tough role to play. I think he played it well to enough.
You pronounce Pulp Fiction really weird.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Dre,
Corona air high five.
dude, that was within 6 feet. You're gonna get the virus.
And Justin's left the room.
Dre, your favorite sports movies?
So like as you guys were talking, I was like thinking of my movies and realized they're kind of all hockey related.
That's fine. It's okay.
Miracle. Fucking great movie. We were
I
watching
am
that.
sick and tired of hearing about how good the Russians are.
So that was one. And then fucking Goons.
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 That's a
That's a
fantastic
great
movie.
movie.
Goons is fucking great. Shout out to Airbud. No, I'm kidding.
They left him on the island.
Wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
But no, yeah, Miracle, Goons, both hockey-related movies, but god damn, there's some good movies there. And then Matt already took it, but, you know, Major League, I'm a huge Charlie Sheen fan. You really don't want to watch 2.5 Men with me because I will quote every single line of
mother-
every single episode. Huge Charlie
Just
Sheen
a bit
fan.
outside.
But Major
I
League
don't know
is
how the
great.
Yankees are laying off such good pitches.
Yeah, those are my two picks.
Bob Uecker. Wait, Bob Uecker, right?
Yeah.
This is Bob Uecker.
Oh, who gives a shit? Nobody's watching anyway.
Do you remember the second one? He leaves into the second guy. He's falling asleep because.
By the way, guys, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen them.
He's all drunk and he just goes. He gives it to his like assistant who doesn't talk at all, and he's like, "Here, you narrate the game. No one's listening anyway." Pitch, hit,
I wasn't gonna take that one.
fly ball, home run. Alex, now I get it. We ruined it for you, but go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm looking at Steph on this one. She already knows Space Jam.
Welcome to the
So-
Space
Dude, nothing about connecting your childhood cartoons with little basketball.
I bet you.
Shitty CGI.
I bet you $100 LeBron James when they make the second one that LeBron James is supposed to be in. I bet you he ruins
Why
it.
would you say that? Why would
I
you
bet
put
you
that? Why would
ruins
you
it.
put that in the universe?
I bet you he ruins it.
Of course he will. The second version of everything is ruined.
Because you know why? LeBron James is gonna get rid of. He's gonna get rid of Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck. And he's gonna bring in his best friends like he does in the current NBA right now. He's like, "You're all great, but I'm gonna trade
You're
you all.
gonna be this
I'm gonna,
fictional character.
I'm gonna trade you all for actual real talent."
But yeah, Space Jam it is.
Off topic, LeBron James is ruining the NBA. At me. Go ahead, Kyle.
Wow.
At Psy. Got it.
So I'm gonna
Not the podcast.
stick with Trey's hockey
At
theme.
Psy.
I'm gonna say Slapshot.
There you go.
Oh yeah. What a good
One
movie.
of my favorite
What a good movie.
movies ever.
What a great movie.
Absolutely amazing movie.
It's almost as good as Mighty Ducks.
How
Wow.
did no one
See,
bring up
so
Mighty
Wow.
Ducks?
Oh my god!
And as the second one, I'll say, because I feel like I'm surprised nobody said it yet. Remember the Titans.
It's good, Will.
Oh
It's a good film.
yes.
blind. Wait, what is it? Blind side.
Strong side.
Strong side. Blind side. If you didn't cry at the end of Remember the Titans? There's another sports movie where if you didn't cry at the end, you don't have a soul, and that's Green Street Hooligans.
Yeah.
If you didn't cry at the end of Green Street Hooligans, I don't want to know you as a person.
What was the other?
Bend it like Beckham.
We Are Marshall. Was that?
Yeah, it was We Are
Yeah.
Marshall.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Oh my
That's
god.
a tearjerker.
Also,
I cry at the beginning.
But I don't really cry.
Forget it. I
so-
cry at the beginning. Are you joking? I'm in the movie theater
I'm a
watching We Are
robot.
Marshall, and I'm bawling.
Shit, I shouldn't have said that on the podcast. I have to kill you all now.
Steph, you said it. We already kind of leaked it.
Yeah, well, I'm not
Spoiler.
a big sports person, but like I don't know, for some reason I always like sports movies growing up. Very weird.
You're like
but,
the underdog story.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Mighty Ducks
Yeah,
are always
Airbud.
one of my favorite
Airbud.
series. Literally all three of them. I watch all three of them all the time. And then the other one I really enjoy, it was Little Giants was always a good one.
Oh, the
I
whistle!
always loved
Blow the whistle!
Mostly, yeah, because of that. You know, it's the underdog
Remember,
story.
guys,
That's why I
football
like
is
those movies.
20% physical, 80% intimidation. What a great movie. Girls can't play football. Oh, my
How much?
So we have a current problem going on right now in world soccer when it comes to the coronavirus, and where do we choose who wins, who loses, promotion, relegation? A lot of topics have been brought up across soccer in general when you look at the English Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, and the Bundesliga. If we don't have soccer anymore, what happens? I'm going to use the English Premier League as an example because I think it's the biggest controversy of them all. Liverpool have a 25-point lead.
2 games away.
2 games away. So if they are 2 wins away from winning,
But they're not going to get 2 more wins. That's unfortunate. Guess we should move on.
so it's funny enough that you say that today. So today, which is March 18th, which is a Wednesday, Sun Football, which is a pretty reputable source, actually came out today that says if the Premier League season was to be abandoned from this point forward, whether Liverpool is up by 25 points or not, because they technically, mathematically haven't won the league yet, they will not be crowned champions.
Let's just flip a coin for the last 2 games.
So, hear me out for this. This is I want to just throw a couple scenarios in there to kind of just make you think. Everyone's been kind of reaching out. You have to give it to Liverpool. You must give it to Liverpool. They've done what they've needed to do to win the league. This is unfair that they're not going to be rewarded. So the question you have here, though, is, and this is my only rebuttal to this, okay, you can crown them champions. I'm okay with it. I'm a Manchester United fan who says, crown them. Go ahead. They deserve it. But at the same time, it's a little unfair on the back end. There's a couple other factors that you have to bring in.
It's unfair that a team that could avoid relegation gets relegated because
there are certain
half their season was played.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You have teams who are currently right now in okay form. I'm not going to say great form, but they're in okay form where, you know what? That relegation battle doesn't get decided until the last 2-3 weeks of the season. Are you really telling me, as it lies is as it lies? Manchester United right now are unbeaten in 11, have 8 wins and 3 ties or something like that. They have 8 clean sheets or something like that. They're in 5th and absolutely in much better form than Chelsea. But what? Because the season ends today, Chelsea's going to go play in a Champions League football and Manchester United have to get dropped to Europa?
I actually think the biggest unfortunate circumstances in the Prem are obviously the Liverpool situation, but B, after something like 20 years, Leeds United finally gets promoted, and now we're going to watch the season and nothing.
That's a good point. I didn't even bring up Division 2. You're right.
How did I not think of that?
So there's
this whole time
20 years later, finally?
I'm a huge Leeds fan, and this entire time, I've never thought about League 2, about Championship.
But that's the other thing.
Oh, good God.
So
if Leeds United don't get promoted, I'm going to cry.
So the thing about it is, and there's a lot of reports that apparently the English FA is considering promoting 2 teams, so the top 2 teams currently right now in Division 2, to the Premier League and having a 22-team Premier League next season. Absolutely not.
No.
I'm someone... I'm someone who has been watching the Premier League now for almost for over a decade now. It's 20 teams. Unfortunately, it's not like the MLS where the MLS is absolutely has no idea what they're doing, and eventually the MLS is going to have 40 teams in Division 1 football.
You mean 50 by 2026? It's just
You
One
know
per
what?
state.
You know what, Kyle? If it happens, it
It's gonna be
happens.
more than
'Cause
one
I'm
per
telling
state
you,
eventually.
I love Hawaii's
I'm
team.
telling you right now, because like we've already made this point in the first episode we've ever had. Eventually, it's going to happen where you're not even going to be playing people in the same conference in the MLS. But I want to bring that up.
Absolutely.
Maybe not on this episode, but maybe on the next episode. We have a lot of
Here's a
content
note
to
I
talk
have
about.
on that. So, I think we have to make a distinction between how do we end the season and how do we crown a champion. I would be okay with something along the lines of ending the season and not having anyone relegated, not having anyone promoted, just kind of keeping the same 20 teams, or in Bundesliga 18 or whatever, the same number of teams in, and not having anyone promoted or relegated, and just start the next season over and go
call
from
it
there.
off,
So they
strike
break-
it,
no.
nothing.
But the question I don't have an answer to is, do we crown a champion? Do we not crown a champion? Do we call the season a wash?
Because I'm telling you right
That
now.
I can't answer.
Because I'm telling you right now,
But I would be okay with, if the season has to be called, not promoting, not relegating, keeping it as it is for next year, and then we can talk about a conversation about, do we crown a champion, do we not, go from there.
So you know what? I'm going to finish up because I'm going to let everyone kind of discuss their personal opinions on the matter. But my final topic here is, if you crown a champion in the Premier League, you must crown a champion everywhere else. Now, in the English Premier League, that's easy. So here, promotion, relegation, no one gets promoted, no one gets relegated. Everyone stays the same. Okay, we kind of get that. That's like kind of the opinion that you have here.
I think that would be like the fair standards.
Yeah, I get
right?
that. I get that might be fair. I'm not the biggest fan of it because you do look at a Leeds United who busted their ass now and are in a prime position
Then
to
you
get
look at
promoted
other-
because that's money. Think of the
Of
money
course.
you get.
Of course.
But let me.
This is all because of the unseen
Yeah.
circumstances of Corona. I mean,
So let me finish because I'm gonna hand the topic off to you because this is my question that I'm gonna
he's
hand to
turning
you.
red. He's turning red.
I was about to say I've been red my entire life. I used to be 300
He's
pounds.
turning redder.
Dude, are you joking, dude? When I was 300 pounds, my nickname in high school was Big Red. Like
Big thing, sexy, maybe.
remember
But
that.
shit.
my again, this is like my final like thing I'm gonna like hand off to you guys. If you give the title to Liverpool, that means you have to give the title to Bayern, even though they only have what, a 2-point lead, 3-point lead over a 5-point lead.
Currently 5.
So it's a 5-point lead, but there's still plenty of football.
There's a lot of competition.
In Serie A, isn't Juventus up by what, 3-4 points?
Juventus gets it. They're up by, I believe, 3.
So
but-
you think about it.
But
with-
again, you had Inter drop multiple games. You had everybody drop multiple games. Like,
So Alex, if I'm not mistaken, Barcelona's still up by a few points in
By
La
2,
Liga.
yeah.
So 2. So you got that's less than a game.
Yeah.
So are you really telling me with so much football left, we're just going to abandon it? And even though that all these other teams have just as much right to overtake who's in first place, I get the English Premier League is far gone. Liverpool are destined to win that title. But if you give it to Liverpool, you got to give it to everyone else. And with so much football left to play, if you're that team in second place, you're almost feeling like you're going to get screwed. We're going to start with Kyle, and then we're going to work our way down.
yeah. So, like, for the case of Serie A, you have, like I said, there was games dropped. The whole schedule got shuffled around. So you have the Derby d'Italia, Juve and Inter Milan. Inter lost that game. I believe it was 2-0. That game was supposed to take place 2 weeks earlier. What happens if momentum doesn't stop? Does Inter still lose that game? You have schedules flip-flopped around. Teams are probably being felt like they got dealt an unfair hand.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just crown Juventus now, like Matt said, that would have to be standard.
Yeah.
Where does that leave anything? That's not fair to anybody in the table.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you got?
I mean, look at La Liga. There's still 9 to 10 match days left.
I mean,
you know,
between all of our leagues, like, yours is the closest. It's only 2 points,
well, that's
less
what I'm
than
saying.
a game.
It's you
Yeah.
got 58.
It's still the
Barcelona
it's still
58.
the top
Madrid
2
with
teams,
56.
but it's
Sevilla-
still a less than a 1 game match. Like, every other league has at least 1 or more games of a gap. You only have 2 points.
So,
Yeah.
and if this isn't going to pick up again, we could call it to who's there, but at the same time, I feel there's no harm in voiding it, calling no
Agreed.
promotion, no relegation. Next season we start new because this is an unseen circumstance. It's no one's fault.
Yeah. I'm not
Possibly
I'm
Justin's
not-
fault. We'd have to fact check.
I mean, listen. He shaved his face, and the fucking world went into chaos.
Oh my god!
Did you realize
Right.
this?
Oh
he
my
shaved
god!
his face, and the entire world just went.
It's not like there was no coronavirus in China before.
Justin's
he shaved.
beard
Anyway.
was
In
holding
the
everything
United
together.
States, his beard was holding our shit
But
together.
no, the one thing is like I'm not 100% sure if I subscribe to Matt's theory that if Liverpool if the Premier League does something, everyone else has to take suit. I get that
But
their
if-
influence is what it is, but
like if
every
you-
individual league has their own football authority that can make.
Well, I think
those
that's going to be the
decisions.
waiting game because whoever does it first is going to have
But
to
I'm
set
saying
the
it's a
standard,
but I'm saying
and I don't
it's-
think anybody wants to be the one to make that call.
It's
Right.
but the thing about it is, it's a domino effect, and it's honestly like when you talk. I get it. Like if the Portuguese league did something, it's not going to be the end of the world. All the other leagues in the world are going to follow.
Yeah.
But like, you think about it. Europe has the top 5 big leagues.
Yeah.
If one of them does something, the other 4 have to kind of be like,
But the thing is, the culture between Germany and the UK or Spain and Italy, this is different culture there. Though those people might make different decisions. I don't know. Everyone here is talking about the top of the table and how tight the race is there. You have to keep in mind if we keep the season the way it is, we're saving Paderborn from relegation, who has won 2-3 games all season. Do they deserve to stay up? Hell no.
Well, then you have Serie
But then
A's race,
we're
which
saving
is
them as well. So it
between
kinda
5
works
and 8
both sides.
teams, if you really think about it. And I don't think that's fair to anybody who's even in or above the relegation zone to just be like, oh, well, you get it. I mean, you could have played the rest of the season and possibly saved yourself,
Yeah.
but hey, you get relegated now.
Yeah, like just as certain it is that Liverpool would have won the title, it's just as certain that Paderborn would have been relegated. But now Paderborn gets another shot at it, and who knows?
Feel like
A good summer transfer window, and bam, they're right back in it.
what
when
if
they
we
should
just never
have.
crowned a winner, but we just swapped leads with? I feel like you'd like that.
so the thing about it is,
Yes, I'm a hypocrite, and I will own up to it. But if it gets my leads in the goddamn EPL, I will fucking do it.
no, but the thing you have here is I believe, again, I'm a Manchester United fan. I'm gonna be a United fan till the day I die. I am born and raised to hate Liverpool. Liverpool deserve the English Premier League title. I really hope, and I know all of us do.
Steph coming in with the
Wow,
White Claw.
Hey,
There's no laws when you're drinking
there are
claws.
0 laws when you're drinking all these claws, and the Jameson is entering the conversation. And Jameson just entered the group
One
chat.
bottle gang.
One bottle. Are you gonna finish that entire bottle? I think we only have like 10 or 15 minutes. I think we
What?
only have like 10 or 15 minutes left.
You're not gonna
so-
kill the bottle, bro.
I buy 1 bottle per episode. Isn't that it's in the contract.
Oh, we have a contract.
It is in the contract.
You guys are getting paid?
Oh shit, we
You
didn't
guys,
know?
you guys get days off.
No.
Alright.
So we're gonna open up
So-
so we're gonna open up the conversation to everyone. What is your opinion? I know a lot of different other podcasts and stuff like that have kind of like chimed in and talked about like what is your opinion on the matter. I mean, you've kind of heard ours, and we want to hear from you. What do you think should happen if the season across Europe's top 5 leagues were to stop today? Should a champion be crowned? Should any team be promoted or relegated? Those are serious questions to have, and honestly, guys, I think we're going to have a few more weeks to talk about it. We do have other stuff to talk about. Justin's going to bring up the next heated topic, and it's one that a lot of people are very one side, another side, but it's going to get some... and he's doing the sign, too. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Everybody's saying-
we're gonna call for the VAR.
VAR. Is it doing the game justice? Matt is a.
Are we
I
talking
would
in the
say-
Premier League or everywhere else?
Well, I think that's like kind
That's
of
a
what we're
very,
talking about.
very important distinction.
Because those are
to make.
different questions.
Yeah.
We'll start in the MLS, and then we'll work our way.
Is
on
it
the
sad that it
outside.
works better in the MLS than it does in the Premier League?
Hey, we're getting one
Yeah.
thing
Well,
right.
Well, that's what I'm
you know?
saying. Like, I'll wait to talk about the Premier League last, but I think I'm not going to talk too much about the MLS. The MLS has it right. There's an issue on the...
There have been hiccups,
no,
but
don't
it's
get me
still
wrong.
better than
There's been hiccups, but the thing
There's
about
an
it
issue on
is...
the field, it
but-
gets reviewed, it gets taken care
But
of.
the thing about it is, there's hiccups across all of world soccer. Yes,
Yeah.
in the Bundesliga, there's going to be the one blown call. In Serie A, there's going to be the one blown call. La Liga, one blown call. English Premier League, there's 80 blown calls in a 5-minute span. Like, but the MLS seems to be at the same pace as the other leagues in the world, not the English Premier League. The English Premier League is the redheaded stepchild in all this. But I want to give a shout out to the MLS. They kind of joined the party when everyone else was first joining the party. And they got it right. There's an issue on the field. The ref on the field has to go to a monitor, looks at it, makes the final decision. Yep. I think when you talk about MLS, when you talk about Serie A, La Liga, Bundesliga, these leagues have it right. There's an issue on the field. A fourth official makes his call, tells the official on the field, hey, I need you to take a look at this. Thank you. I'm going to take a look at this. Walks over to a monitor, watches it for himself. Okay, fantastic. We got the call.
And like the biggest debate is what it stops the game, disrupts the flow of everything. Realistically, they're reviewing it for 45 seconds, maybe a minute before the time they run out of the field and make the final call. I don't feel like it's that big of a disruption.
It's not like we're talking about NFL or college football where every 2 minutes there's a 10-minute stoppage and now we can't get through a quarter.
Just put every play.
That's what I'm saying.
Seriously, review this. It's just.
And besides EPL, we're also not at the level that MLB's at, where.
Oh my God.
You can't review certain things. So now there's a pitch 5 miles outside the strike zone, but it's a strike.
Well, umpires in baseball is a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, we can go on for hours with how pathetic that is. Yeah, we're not even going to talk about
Alex,
that.
Jump in.
I am all for VAR, at least in the MLS standpoint. I'm all for it. I think it's the step in the right direction for soccer, the MLS.
Sports in general.
Yeah, and I mean, us fans, Americans at least, we like to critique every little thing. If we see it, we want to prove ourselves right. VAR is there to prove one side right and the other side wrong.
So I'm not going to cut
someone wins, someone loses. We're all happy.
There was 2 kickers on the grassy knoll.
Exactly.
I want VAR.
Wow.
Exactly.
I believe Dre is going to just agree with. I mean, I'm not going to speak for you, but I think you're agreeing with everyone.
I am 100% on the VAR train. When it comes to VAR and different leagues and stuff, like the media attention and the microscope that the EPL is put under.
I'm going to talk about the Premier League.
I'll get to that, but I'll just mention it quickly. It is kind of what fucks them over, but it works well in plenty of other leagues. Doesn't mean that there weren't issues in other leagues. Bundesliga has had plenty of VAR issues, but the fact that we've had 2 years, we're on a 3rd year now, of VAR in the Bundesliga, a lot of those issues have been worked out. So they were pretty egregious issues, but we've worked it out, and now it works fine. The EPL, there are growing pains. There's going to be growing pains with introducing VAR. That's part of the system, but you have to realize that it's for the greater good, and then years from now we'll be thinking about how did we ever watch soccer without VAR? Like what caveman lifestyle did we live where we had no VAR?
Probably a lot better refs.
The only thing with the Premier League, and this is, again, I'm going to come from a point of view where, I watch every Premier League game. Every game that's on TV or any game that's available for stream, I'm always on top of it.
True.
The English Premier League is just the old lady of soccer, and it's kind of like talking to your mom. Your mom is never wrong. So what happens here is, have you ever gotten into an argument with your mother, and it doesn't matter if she's right or wrong, you're wrong because your mother's always right? It's the same thing with talking about the English Premier League and its referees and making decisions.
Sure, Matt. Whatever you say.
The thing about the English Premier League, it's something along the lines of the refs in the league don't want to be proven wrong. They're so used to the system where I have the final say.
Prestigious league, dude. I mean, it's...
So what happens?
It's old school.
It almost feels like they make the wrong call just to prove a point.
Bingo.
That's exactly it. That is exactly it. They do. I feel like there are certain. So in the Premier League, it was halfway through the season where the FA, the English FA, So originally, when VAR came into the Premier League, you were not allowed to go to the monitor. The refs on the field were not allowed to
This is the
go
first
to the monitor.
year.
Yes, I get it.
They're allowed to go to the monitor.
No. The way they had it set up, you were not allowed to go to the monitor. The man upstairs can look at the monitor. The ref on the field cannot look at the monitor.
No, from the rules I saw they were released,
No.
they're allowed to. They doesn't mean they did very frequently, but they are allowed to go for the
At
monitor.
any point in time, Kyle wants to chip in, who also watches the Premier League.
No, it's the dumbest rule ever, but he's right. Yeah.
Because I did a whole episode about it on my podcast.
Stop me
I
if
remember
I'm
looking
wrong.
up EPL and Bundesliga. They had pretty
No,
much
stop
the
me if
same
I'm
rules.
wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Premier League is the only league that actually is doing this stupid
So what
fucking
happens
thing.
is the ref has the option to look at the monitor.
Right, well, that's what that means.
Yes, but they
You can go look at the monitor if you want to look at the
But
monitor.
the thing about it is they do it all from upstairs. So what happens is you have a ref who puts his finger to his ear and sits there and has the man upstairs for 2.5 to 3 minutes review the simplest of simple calls. Yeah, dude, it's 3. Like there was.
See, that's a disruption to the game.
Yeah,
that's a disruption to the
yep.
flow of the game.
But the thing
Right
about
there.
it is,
Especially if it's a onside or offside.
But
or
that's-
something.
but that's
Dude,
exactly
should
it.
take no longer than 30 seconds.
the other thing that the Premier League does, that every other league in Europe does not do is offsides technology, where if you are 2 centimeters, if your big toe is 2 centimeters offsides, they
It's
have
such a joke.
they have the technology to prove it. Even though you scored the goal with your head, if your big toe is 2 centimeters offsides, they will call the play back and they will.
Yeah, the wart underneath your left nipple was offside,
Yep.
so yeah, it's awful.
Luis Suarez got out of the Premier League at a good time because
teeth are
because his
offsides.
teeth would have been offsides on numerous occasions. Alex,
Wow!
you okay, Alex?
There's some chompers over there.
Seriously, Zlatan
Use
got
him
out
that
good.
way.
Let's use them.
Zlatan got out good because his nose would have been offsides
yeah.
on 50% of the goals he would have scored.
Yep.
The thing about it is, I think the Premier League is just diving in a little too heavy. I think they should have just adapted what everyone else was doing, and it would all be good and cheeky
Yeah,
in the world.
It's too much.
But unfortunately, they're doing a little too much in certain places, but not doing enough in others.
Yeah.
And that's where I think the Premier League it's getting me a thumbs down compared to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
We have a lot of topics to talk about. We're
So-
going to save a few of them
I was
for
about to
following episodes
I was
because
about to
I'm
say.
sure we're going to have plenty of
Just-
weeks
just
of
go-
nonsense.
Just go right into the.
All right, Jesus.
That's what I'm
Mom,
saying.
cut it
Mom,
Mom, stop!
You're going to turn into this topic.
What? What pisses?
What is pissing me or you guys off this week?
What's pissing you off, Justin?
There's a lot. I'm going to go last.
Am I
go
pissing
this
you
way.
off? Of
Yeah, Kyle, you started.
Kyle, you're going first.
What pisses
Play the
me
reverse
off this
card.
week?
Can't say soccer. Not being on TV.
Chris Armas is a default answer if you.
I'm gonna go Chris Armas. I got nothing again. I'm really sorry, everybody.
Why
at
are you
home.
so happy
no,
lately?
no, no,
I don't know. I
This
got
is
nothing.
not. This is.
2 weeks in a row?
This
no,
is-
you complain about
What do you
something.
want?
Hold on. This is not the Kyle I know.
I didn't move into this.
This
kind
is
of
not.
pile.
Yeah. This is not the man that I used to come home to and bitch about my day, so he can bitch about his, and then we can bitch about the fucking world together, and then drink our fucking pain away. Where have you gone? Where is he?
I'd have to be able to leave the house for people to make me angry. I think is the problem.
Oh yeah, well as long as Kyle's
okay.
within his 4 walls, he's good.
Yeah,
and every
when I
time
don't
I-
have people to talk to, everything's great.
And every time I come home, we just start
funny
drinking.
how that
so.
Weird how that works.
Right, so you're happy.
All
That's
right,
good, man.
2 weeks in a
So
row.
yeah, Chris
good.
Armas by default. There we go.
Chris
everybody.
Armas by
2
default.
weeks in a row.
Get the out of my club.
Alex.
So what's making me, man?
With the hand.
With the hand. You know, I speak with my hands, man.
Speaker.
You
I know-
can't do that, dude,
I-
because that Italians speak with their hands, and all Italians are under quarantine.
Orale, way. I will speak. I'm done. Anyway.
Which, by the way, I just realized we skipped Steph. So, Steph, you're
Well,
gonna come
we're
on
gonna-
the turnaround.
Yeah, we're on.
So,
Steph, you're in on this now.
Yeah, you're in.
Yeah.
You're in
But
to
Matt,
win it.
I hope you can relate to this. Have you been able to meal prep this week? Or even last week?
it's tough, because honestly, like, I have an entire, like, side of my kitchen full of chicken that I can, like, cook on. But the thing about it is, it's getting pretty tough when the chicken I usually reach for is empty as hell at the supermarket.
So that's my problem right now, is the fact that I can go to the supermarket, because, you know, Corona, whatever, I'm still going to go. I'm safe, I'm clean, change my clothes.
Oh, well, you go. There's
There-
nothing there.
There's nothing.
I'm dreading.
I found vegetables, which is great. I'm like, oh, I'm going to make a salad, but I need to have protein. I need to have chicken. I need to have something. and I can't fucking buy chicken right now.
I'm buying cheap chicken right
Today,
now. And it's pissing me off.
Dre, zip your fucking pants up. Today, I was actually able to
That zip is most likely getting on.
Dude, no, but like today I was able to get some food ordered online through like Delicious Orchards, which is like this little.
I love Delicious Orchards.
Okay,
Yo,
but
their
you know that it's
Yum.
Sorry, this is the what's pissing you off
Yeah.
segment, not what I love segment.
Shut the
right?
fuck up,
Have you had their blueberry pie?
dude. Oh, side note, blueberry pie is dank. Anyway, dude, it's come to the point that I've had to order meat from a farm in the middle of, I don't know where it is,
Do
but
they have toilet paper?
no, we're actually going to. My mom gave me.
I have a
3
shovel
extra
in the
rolls.
backyard. You can just
yeah.
bury it.
Hold on. So
I
that's actually the
bought
question.
the last
hose.
pack of toilet paper from ShopRite yesterday. The last fucking pack they had that day.
Hold on. Justin wants to.
Awesome.
Justin had a question from the last time he was here to this time. Did you guys run out of toilet paper? Or
No,
did
we
you?
did not.
You
No.
guys got
Also, quick
Justin-
mention: Did you guys see all those soccer players doing that viral challenge where they have to like play keepsy up to the roll of toilet
Yeah,
paper?
Aaron
That's
Long-
been going all
Hold on,
over
hold on,
fucking
hold on.
soccer. I saw Tyler Adams,
Oh, no.
Alfonso Davies,
the best-
Weston McKinney.
The best part by far is Aaron Long turns around because everyone kept tagging
Kaku.
everyone kept tagging Aaron Long to do the challenge too. Aaron Long just kept responding to everyone on his own page, going, "Yeah, I would do the challenge, but between me and my like fiance, we only have 2 rolls, and I don't want to waste any." So just to know, even for the big time players, the struggle
Is
is
real.
real.
Oh yeah. So yeah, long story short, can't go to the supermarket, can't buy anything. End of story.
So I'm kind of pissed that about a month ago, I was opening up my closet door, and my elbow knocked over my like 45-inch TV in my room. And then just now we have this coronavirus thing, and now I gotta watch Netflix. Now I gotta fucking play video games and watch movies through my goddamn laptop because I knocked over my big ass TV in my room and it fucking broke.
You know, there's
So
great deals on
I'm kind of
TVs right
salty right
They're
now.
like giving things
now. They're
away.
literally giving TVs away. Like you can buy whatever you
Yeah.
want. Just go to Walmart. They're happy to see your face in there.
Dude, you do
Just saying.
dude.
Buy
you-
one, take 5.
Dude, I'll go.
I mean, this isn't a conversation to have on the podcast, but we'll have it on the podcast. You know, I have like an outdoor TV we're not using. I will physically give it to you to
There you go.
give it back.
I have 2 TVs in the basement outside.
Dude, screw
I have
this
3
son.
TVs. You can't have any
Dude.
of them. I love
Dude,
you,
This
Trey.
guy. This guy's the reason we have no toilet paper in the supermarket.
No, I didn't buy these TVs recently. I've just had them.
Anyway.
I sell them to you for cheap. I'm not gonna
Right.
fleece
All right,
you.
are we gonna-
$6,000.
I don't have time to
Are we
watch
gonna
TV. I'm
negotiate on the
protecting my
podcast?
rolls of toilet paper.
Two rolls of toilet paper and a bottle of Purell, and you got a deal.
How about 5 rolls of toilet paper?
Done deal.
No Purell, no deal.
They're double
I'm
rolls.
gonna
so
get
how
you
about
the
3?
classic Best Buy brand Dynex TV. I have
Oh, he
four.
brought
Dynex
Dynex.
made TV. I got 2
Dynex
of them in
made-
Insignia. I didn't know Dynex
I was gonna
made
say I
TVs.
have like 4 Insignia TVs
Yeah.
in my house, but no, this was right before you and I
Dynex is
started.
shit
Yeah,
Insignia.
because Justin worked for Best Buy for like 25 minutes.
15
I
minutes.
didn't know this.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I worked front lanes, and I said, "Fuck this." I walked out
Oh yeah.
I don't blame
I
you.
would have too.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
with the extensive background in like photo, computer, and
Yeah.
like TVs and stuff. And they were like, "I think you'd be good on front lanes." I was like,
I think you could.
"It's a nice polo,
suck my dick.
but here you go. I'm leaving."
So you know who is pissing me off this week? Because he honestly, and he pisses off a lot of people in general. I'm gonna mention one person, but it's basically everyone. It's sports agents. Sports agents are the root for all things that piss everyone the
That's not what I
fuck off in sports. These are money-grabbing little trolls who are usually 4'0", who have never played sports a day
They
in
just
their
look
life.
they look 4 foot because they stand next to their NBA
No.
agents. That
So
are
I'm going to
players.
speak
They're
on
6 foot
behalf
tall.
of one sports agent and one sports agent in particular. And that's Mino Raiola, who is the sports agent for Holland, Aaron Holland, Mkhitaryan, Paul Pogba, and a bunch of others. But
This
it's
guy's
because...
probably making more money than some of those players.
So the thing about it is, I'm going to bring up
Facts.
the Paul Pogba portion of this.
Has he
so
played a game
myself,
this year?
so I'll get into that in a second. So this guy
Good enough for a commercial.
does
but
nothing but cause nothing but chaos and trouble. He jumps on every radio station, every TV station saying how unhappy Paul Pogba is, how he wants out, he wants to leave. He causes chaos. Though Paul Pogba turns around and says, no, I'm okay here, XYZ, I want to prove myself. His agent is doing all the talking for him to start chaos. That's what sports agents now do.
Was he representing Kaku last year?
Yeah, right? You almost think to yourself, like, you know...
Kind of seemed like it.
Seemed like it, right? This little muppet of a human being, first of all... No, he's a little muppet. He's a little gargoyle. If you ever take a look at this guy, he's a little gargoyle of a human being. First of all, he's too funny because he goes on, like, sports radio and stuff like that, and he tries to prove his point on what he does, and there are so many times the people who run those sports stations literally just say how he's just ruining the sport because what he's doing, he's causing problems. The athletes themselves do not want to cause problems. What they want to do is they just want to play. 9 times out of 10, when an athlete's having a rough time or trying, like, you see he's causing a lot of chaos in the media, it's not the athlete themselves. It's the agent who's doing all the talking for them that's causing the chaos, because the chaos means dollar signs. That's who's pissing me off this week. It's sports agents who ruin the sport for us fans.
Steph, go ahead. Drop in.
Oh boy.
What's pissing you off this week, Steph?
Well, it's not pissing me off now because my job now closed, but over the weekend it was really frustrating because my company couldn't make a decision on what they wanted to do and if they were going to change, like, our policy or not, if we were going to get paid while we were closed, and if we were going to even close at all.
We're not going to mention.
then-
We're not going to mention.
No.
We are definitely not going to mention certain stores
No.
that you can find in every single mall. We're not going to name stores.
So, but we just kept getting, like, last-minute updates. Like, we'd get an update at, like, 8 o'clock at night, and it's be like, okay, this is your update for tomorrow. Now you have to alert your entire team, and it's gonna be last minute. I mean, like, I get it. It's, like, a ever-evolving situation, but, like, I like planning. I like knowing what's going on. I don't like not knowing, so...
But that's...
Like, it just was a little frustrating, especially since, like, I was concerned about my employees and making sure they were going to get paid, because if they... Luckily, my company did change their policy, and everyone's getting paid while the store is closed, but if they hadn't changed it, the rest of my management team wouldn't have gotten paid, and that's what I was worried about, and I was stressed out for them. So, but luckily, everything came out in the end.
Steph, you're a good person.
She's okay.
I was about to say, Steph, you're a very good human being, and you clearly care about other people.
We need more people like you.
We need more people like you, and
less people like Matt.
and less people like myself.
She's all right
You
at
jerk.
best.
So round 2 of our podcast tonight is Steph beating the crap out of
You'll catch that live
This is our first
on
video.
ESPN Radio.
Matter of fact, we're gonna end this. We're gonna switch to Twitch and watch
I was about to
Steph beat
say,
the hell out of Kyle.
I'm gonna bring up Instagram Live in a few moments, and Steph's gonna beat the crap out of Kyle. Justin, please finish us off. What's pissing you off this week?
We'll do
finish
back.
me
we'll,
off, Justin.
We'll do back-to-back 2 weeks in a row, women. But the biggest thing for me right now is that
Hawkers.
even my company specifically, or other companies out there, they're being more reactive than proactive during this crisis, and I think it's just clearly obvious nowadays that money pretty much controls everything. So we will.
Duh.
So we will
That's
continue
pretty
to
obvious
just
in this-
throw us
in
back
this
into
world
the
we
ring of
live in.
fire until one of us drops dead from COVID-19.
Also, I'm gonna.
And it's COVID-19, not coronavirus.
Correct.
So if we could just maybe, as journalists, as a previous
Is that what we
journalist,
You drank
maybe
19 Coronas?
we
Get out of my
should-
house.
Maybe we should actually call it what it is instead of just keep saying coronavirus.
I also want to retract my wash your ass statement. When I said wash your ass, I didn't mean go buy every goddamn roll of toilet paper in your zip code.
It's
Okay.
your fault.
God damn it, Trey.
Trey, this is all
I
your
didn't mean to
fault.
cause this issue.
Somebody
I
was
just
at
meant-
ShopRite. Trey sent me. Guy named
Trey.
Trey.
He said to
Trey
buy
with a T?
a pallet of toilet paper. No.
He said I have to
Guys.
wash my ass?
I want you to wash your ass. I don't want you to fucking have other people not washing their ass, alright? Just PSA.
You're the people
Not on me.
buying all the chicken, so I can't buy any.
They're wiping their
I
ass
know.
with
I
chicken?
have to wait
Just
until.
like-
No, the people are buying all the toilet paper. The people buying all the meat and all the good food that I can't buy.
Oh,
right
for a
now.
second I thought they were wiping their ass with
I'm
chicken.
telling
I
you
got
right now.
scared.
I'm telling you right
They
now.
might have to.
You know what's the best part about all of this? Everyone has enough groceries to last them now 4 weeks. If you go into the supermarket like next Saturday, it's gonna be a goddamn ghost town.
They just keep coming in, dude. It's insane.
Are you serious?
They
Like,
just keep
stop.
going in. They
They
just
don't
keep hoarding.
The second they get restocked, it gets
It's-
wiped.
you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out. There's a lot of supermarkets now
Oh,
that are
100%.
they're having like specific periods of time for people over the age of 60
Right, yeah.
or with
I
like
saw that.
disabilities or
Very-
stuff like
very
that.
good.
You know what? Amazing. That is amazing because I can only imagine. I heard a horror story and I saw it on Facebook, not from just like a general source, but like an actual friend who I can trust, like what she said. She said that her 80-something-year-old grandmother had her cart stolen from her full of stuff in a supermarket. For someone who's 80+ years old, that I would just start beating
just not-
people.
yeah, you're
I would
just
just
not
start, I
human.
would just start beating people. I would actually just start swinging in random directions, and I really wouldn't care.
Did you see the one story I was reading on Instagram? This girl was going into a grocery store, and this elderly couple were in their car, and they slightly rolled down the window to get her attention. And they've been sitting out for like 45 minutes waiting for somebody, a good person, like walk by. And she gave them the money. The older lady gave the girl money
And she
to shop for her to bring the stuff out for her. And she did it, which is mad respect to that girl. I don't
Yeah.
remember the whole story, but
I don't know
that's
if you,
kind of it in a nutshell.
I don't
Like,
know
God
if you
bless.
believe
That's just
in.
good
Yeah, I was
stuff.
gonna say I don't know if you believe in heaven. I don't know if you believe in hell. But to
Man.
the girl who did that, one-way ticket to
One-way
heaven.
ticket up.
One-way ticket up.
And on that note, episode 6 in the books. Hopefully we'll be back next week.
We will.
God willing.
If
you're
they
into
let
that
if they
kind-
let us out of that
Yeah,
house.
they might not let us out.
If they martial law us to the point where we have to stay indoors, we are gonna find
cell phone conference
Yeah, I was
call.
about to say we are gonna conference call our way into. We will not stop this podcast. Donald Trump's gonna have to knock on my door to stop this shit.
Tear down that wall.
Tear down that wall and build it along the Mexican border.
That's where the coronavirus is coming in. So
Are you
That's
joking?
Like 3
That
accents
Liga
in one.
MX is still going on.
it's a joke, Matt.
I
It's a-
saw, dude,
Matt, goodbye.
I
Goodbye.
saw-
Matt, we're signing
I
off.
saw-
Matt, we're
everyone.
turning off. Bye.
Bye. And on that note, thank you for joining us on episode 6. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. We appreciate the follows. Chime in on the Q&A questions, or if you have anything to talk about with us regarding VAR or any of the topics that we discussed previously on other episodes, definitely chime in. From all of us here, stay safe. God bless. See you guys later.
Later, guys.
Bye. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Post and Pints. If you want to join in on the conversation or follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, that's at Post and Pints Podcast. And remember, the banter is free, but the beer is not included. Drink responsibly.